Raising kids in a technical world is full of trials and tribulations, especially when you consider this statistic. By the time they're 8, the average child will have spent 1 full year looking at a screen. Technology in a home can take over, so how do we keep it in control? Let's take some advice from our parenting expert, Claire Orange. Claire, it's not just iPads. What sort of technology is families up against in the home?
Well, there's lots of stuff in homes now, Jerry. You know, we can talk and say, hey, Google, and turn on lights, and Alexa can tell us a joke and tell us what unicorns eat for breakfast. So, you know, we've got looking eyes and listening ears in our homes that children are accessing, you know, through vision and through talking to these devices in our homes about all sorts of things. So it's not just that screen anymore that's the access to the world. It's also those microphones out there that are busy entertaining our kids and us.
Yeah, it seems to be increasingly everywhere. Now, this is a difficult question, but how do families manage technology so they can stay in control of it?
Sensibly and with an action plan. You know, I'd say families really need to look at access points for the internet in their home. Be sensible. You can limit through your internet service provider, you can limit on the device, you can limit on the app. So look at your access points and figure them out with your kids. Have a family agreement. Agreements are really great in families. We are modelling to our children. If you've always got your phone in your hand and responding to every ping and bing and whatever else comes up on your phone, we have to expect our children will. So let's decide in our homes how everyone's going to access technology, and let's start out as we mean to continue, because it's much easier than trying to sort it out later down the track. So technology needs some good, sensible, forethought conversations in homes.
I actually know some families who do really limit this stuff. They have no Hey Google, no iPads, no TV. Well, maybe there's just one. I mean, are they at a disadvantage? How much do kids really actually need technology, do you think?
Oh, look, I don't think any child's at a disadvantage not having access to that in a home, because obviously there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on to fill their time. And in fact, you know, screens can take a lot of our time up, Jerry. So I don't think children, our younger children, are at a disadvantage. I would say to families out there as a word of warning that by the time your child is in those last couple of years of primary school, they're very influenceable in their pre-teen years. I would much rather try and work with a 12-year-old than with a 14-year-old who seems to know everything about the world and is very influenced by their friends. So use those 2 years to introduce a bit of technology into your home, sensible and safe use, before you give them a device to go off to high school with, because they're very powerful. And if our children aren't taught, we teach them about everything else. Make sure in your homes you're having sensible conversations about what it means to have access to the whole world at your fingertips. So don't leave it too late, but don't think you're denying your child anything in their early childhood if you haven't got it. It's a wonderful environment to raise a child.
All right, good advice. Thank you, Claire Orange. We'll see you next time.
See you soon.